Hi Danish learner, welcome back to my channel, Danish Matters. I'm Tina Baga, your Danish friend and tutor. Today we're talking about a word that has changed its meaning over time. That of course happens in languages in general and in Danish as well. Before we get started, I would like to remind you that if you would like a Danish course with me, then write to tina@danishmatters.dk. Now, we have different words in Danish that have changed over time. Of course, I'm only going to talk about one of them, or maybe two, just to give you a little introduction to how that might happen. One is the word called bjørnetjeneste. Bjørn is a bear, and tjeneste means a favor. And this particular word is actually from a fable by La Fontaine, where a bear accidentally kills its master as it well-intendedly wanted to remove a fly from its master's forehead, but ended up killing its master and not the fly, or maybe both. That's the story. Today, the word has two opposite meanings, actually. One is that it is a well-intended act, but also one that does more harm than good. And two, an act or favor, which is of great help to someone. But initially this word, bjørnetjeneste, only meant the first, a well-intended act that was also more harmful than good. These words that change meaning like that to the complete opposite are called pendulord, because that's in Danish, of course, but it means that they sort of swing back and forth like a pendulum. That's how the word pendulord has been introduced. Yeah. Another word that I would like to talk to you about today is not considered a pendulord as such, but it's a word that, in my perspective, has changed its meaning over time, or at least a little bit. And that is the word venlig. So we're going to talk about this word today. Venlig, I mean, if you ask a Dane, they would definitely say venlig means kind or friendly. Ven does mean a friend, yeah? So friendly, venlig, it really is that, and it does still mean that today. But I have just observed that sometimes the meaning has changed a little bit. When you write an email, for example, you might finish by med venlig hilsen or just venlig hilsen, meaning regards or kind regards. That is still very polite to do. Nothing wrong with that, or nothing unkind about that either. The same thing goes for saying things like hun meget venlig, she's very kind, or she's very friendly. That's still perfectly fine. What is a bit trickier is when venlig is used with the word slightly changed, venligst. For example, vil du venligst, blah, blah, blah. I have, for example, students writing to me emails where they might use this word. For example, they might write to me, vil du venligst sende mig en øvelse med inversion, or om inversion. Vil du venligst sende mig en øvelse om inversion? Would you please be so kind to send me an exercise that is about inversion, or where I can learn about inversion? Over time, I've received a lot of emails like that with this word venligst in them, and there's just something that doesn't sit well with me when I receive an email like that. I know that people are not trying to offend me. I know what they mean, so I don't get offended, but it's just not the right way to do it if you want to ask about something in a polite way. And I know that right now you're thinking, oh no, I do this all the time. Oh no, done is done, right? Don't think about it. Don't spend too much time sort of, thinking about that. I mean, it's over and done with. But what you could do instead, let's just take my example from before. You could say just instead, vil du sende mig en øvelse om invasion or med invasion. That's fine, yeah? Or jeg vil gerne lære mere om inversion. I would like to learn more about inversion. Vil du sende mig en øvelse om det? Or med det? Yeah? Be careful here if you would like to add a tak. I know that your fingers are itching because you want to thank me or someone else. I know that you would like to write tak, or because you lack the word please, which we don't have in the Danish language. Yeah, we don't. So you can't really write that. But the thing is that if you use tak like that at the end, it's sort of like the Venlig's word. It comes off a bit harsh or a bit like an order. Same thing goes for Venlig. It's a bit order-like. In English, you could definitely write thank you or thank you very much at the end. But have you ever watched an English movie or an American movie where someone says blah, 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 thank you very much? That tone, thank you very much, it's more like thank you very much. That's not polite, although there is a word thank you in it, but it's not really meant as something polite or kind or friendly, right? It's not really thanking the person. So it's the same thing here, although you can't hear it, but it comes off a little bit harsh. So if you want to make it a little more polite, you could say mange tak, or you could say på forhånd tak. På, P-A with a circle above, new word. Forhånd, F-O-R-H, A with a circle above, N-D, new word, tak. På forhånd tak. Thank you in advance. That's actually what we do a lot, sometimes even with an exclamation mark, or often with an exclamation mark. We don't use exclamation marks as much in Danish as is done in English. So remember that as well. That can come off a little bit like shouting. We're more like calm people. Yeah, we don't use them as much as in English. But here you can actually do it. That will soften up your phrase, believe it or not. It might sound like, okay, there's just another thank you. I know. But it does soften up the phrase. So I hope that this will help you in your Danish learning. I wish you all the best of luck with your Danish. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you would like a Danish course with me, then write to tina@danishmatters.dk. And if you would like more videos like this, then hit the notification button. And please like and subscribe. It will really help this channel immensely. Thank you so much and happy Danish learning.